Sunday morning and welcome back at 6:30. I'm Maddie Kurth. Let's get you over to meteorologist Hannah Gard. She has a first alert weather authority forecast for you today. Some frost potential on the way.
Yep, and that cold front is moving through as we speak. The Arctic air arriving today. You won't really notice though until tomorrow the big change. It's definitely going to be cooler today and it will be windy behind the front, but the Arctic air mass will sink in overnight. And then by Monday and Tuesday morning, we have to watch for frost potential and a freeze potential for Tuesday. On the radar, we're seeing a little bit of light rain now. We did have some storms early on. We had some lightning strikes in there, but it's kind of dissipated, and now we're just seeing a couple of areas of light shower activity along the leading edge of this cold front as it's starting to push through, and the wind directions are beginning to change as well. So we're starting to get that northerly flow. You can see this is a cold air mass on the back end of this. We have snow across the Great Lakes. We're seeing temperatures already below freezing in places like Denver and Rapid City. So this is what's headed our way. We're going to be windy today behind the front, but we'll still have a lot of sun, and sometimes it takes a second for those colder air masses to really shove into the area. So by tomorrow morning, that's when you'll notice it's chilly, very chilly out the door, especially with the winds. Then Tuesday, we have high pressure building on the surface, which means our winds will die down, but that will get us to near or below freezing in many areas on Tuesday morning. That'll be the coldest. And then later in the day, Tuesday, we start to get even a southerly flow. So we'll have a really quick rebound to warmer temperatures. The wind gusts today and tomorrow could be around 30 to 35 miles per hour. It is going to be pretty gusty. If you have anything loose outdoors that you need to secure, do that today. And then by Tuesday, the winds are starting to die down. But because of the gusty winds, tomorrow morning, as that Arctic air mass settles in, this is the feels like temperature, the wind chills. 20s on the North Shore, 30s down to the south. It'll feel like freezing in many areas. So this is going to be a shock to the system out the door. If you're sending the kids to the bus stop, they need winter coats, hats, gloves. So this is an actual winter feel that we're going to have moving in very quickly. Frost likely on the North Shore, north and west of the lake areas, so inland tomorrow morning. It is going to be windy, so sometimes that can mitigate the frost formation, but definitely Tuesday, we're getting down to 28. It says hard freeze here. It has to be for over 6 hours to be a hard freeze. I don't think we see a hard freeze, but we will see temperatures in the upper 20s out the door on Tuesday as well. The wind chill will be a little bit closer to the actual temperature on Tuesday because we'll have lighter winds. So here's the freeze checklist for both the North Shore, west of the lake, and the South Shore. Pets, plants, and people protected and indoors for Monday night for the South Shore, but I would just do it today. You don't want to be out there trying to cover those plants while it's cold tomorrow. Here's the cold blast. It moves out very quickly because we have high pressure coming back into play over Mexico and Texas by late week, and that is a warmer feel. So we get more of this westerly flow in the upper levels, and our temperatures will actually start to climb back above normal. It's a very brief stint below normal here today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. It's going to be 54 for our high tomorrow, 62 on Tuesday. Then we get back to almost 80 degrees by Friday and Saturday, and the Climate Prediction Center saying through mid-November, well above normal temperatures over the central U.S. So we don't really get winter sticking around, but we get a taste of it. Right now, our temperatures are actually warmer than they were this time yesterday as the sun is coming up. We're almost 70 degrees, or at 70 degrees, which means our high today kind of just hanging out around the same temperature. We're not going to see much of a change all day long. Even though we have sun, the winds kicking in and that front sinking in, we'll keep our temperatures around the 70s. So here's that 7-day forecast. Again, tomorrow morning, North Shore areas and inland areas west of the lake, you could see a frost. Then Tuesday morning, widespread frost conditions, and we could see a light freeze North Shore and west of the lake. So put those freeze precautions in place today. Cover the vulnerable plants outside. Make sure your pets have a warm place to stay, either indoors or overnight those 2 nights. And then people, of course, you want to have protected inside as well.
Yep, and you know, if you're not a fan of that cold weather, wait 48 hours.
Yep,
we're rebounding.
That's the good news. You can just hole up in your house, put your fire on, get your jackets out, and then you can put the shorts on again by the end of the week.
Gumbo weather, people.
It is gumbo weather. Yeah, and you only have 2 days to do it before it's back to
Gotta eat all the
like
gumbo
spring.
we possibly can.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thanks, Hannah.